Here we come to A-Level Physics 2009 question 7. Here we have a small ball released from rest. So Uy is equal to 0. And then it falls to point Q where we have it hits a wall, and the wall will rebound the ball horizontally. So now note that because it rebounds horizontally, Uy is also equals to 0. I mean Vy, let's put it. And note that the point of rebounding at point Q have a same vertical separation as as from the ground. Okay, so this is sy, this is also sy. And then finally the ball will be rebounded horizontally and follow a projectile motion until it hits the ground. We are going to decide the following statements whether it is true or not. Firstly, acceleration of the ball is constant throughout the motion from P to R. Now we know that throughout this section of motion, the yellow part, the acceleration is equal to negative g. Also, in the green section of the motion, the acceleration is also equals to negative g because it is acted on only by gravity. So it seems right, but be careful. At the moment when it is at point Q, it is rebounding. So the acceleration, the ball is not only acted on by the gravity, but it also is acted on by the reaction force. So we know that the acceleration is not equals to g or not equals to negative g. There is some other components we have to consider. So the first statement, if you say it is the acceleration of the ball is constant throughout the motion from P to R, it is not true because at Q, A is not equal to negative g. Statement 2. The time of the ball to move from P to Q is the same as that for it to move from Q to R. That is, the yellow section, the time of flight in yellow section is equal to the time of flight of green section. Now note that at first it starts with a 0 vertical velocity, but even after it rebounds, because it's just go horizontally, the vertical velocity is also 0. So both of them start with 0 vertical velocity. And also we note that Q is equal distance from P and to the ground level. So they have the same sy. So same vertical displacement, same initial Uy or Vy. So therefore, time of flight is same. So this statement is correct. Thirdly, kinetic energy of the ball just before colliding R is twice at Q. Think about that. Where does the energy come from? The energy comes from the decrease in PE. The KE comes from the PE. So at point, let's say at point P, at point P when it traveled to point Q, we had converted the PE from the drop of the ball through a distance of sy into KE. Okay, so we have one portion of KE. And then when the ball goes to R, okay, the KE comes from the drop in through a distance of sy. We have one portion of KE. So at the end, it has, when it hits the R, it has got a total amount of 2 portions of KE. So it is twice that amount of the energy of KE at Q, because PE is converted to KE in this case. Therefore, 2 and 3 is correct. Answer is D.